rated Vulcan EBF-25. Now, it may look pretty stock to you right now, but this guy actually has all of its internals on the inside. It's got a spring upgrade. It's also had the air restrictor in here removed, as well as all the air restrictor pegs that were previously in the belt removed. And before, during the summer, I was able to actually test this thing just by manually priming it each time. But now I've finally got the voltage modification done. This battery tray is filled with D cell to AA cell battery converters. I've got ultrafire batteries that are running 3.7 volts each. Actually, they're running a little hotter than that, actually. And instead of the two spacers, I've actually got two Energizer Ultimate lithium batteries. Both the batteries are lithium based, so it's not a bad thing to mix these batteries. Generally, I wouldn't mix a normal AA with a lithium, but since they're already lithium based, it works. Now, this pack is getting pretty good voltages. Let's hook it up to the meter just so you can see. Alright, oh, gotta flip it around this way. See, we are running 19.60 volts. That's pretty darn good for pushing through the Vulcan. Now, the main reason I actually needed a voltage modification for this guy is because the spring in there is too strong for normal D-cell batteries to push through. I did not do a voltage mod for this thing in order to get it to fire super fast. Now, 20 volts running through a system that'll normally run 9 volts is going to be a little bit hotter, but the main reason why the voltage mod is in there to run more power through the motor so that way it can push through that stronger spring. Let's get it hooked up in here and give you a little bit of a demonstration. Power on. That's pretty good. That's more than good. But the main thing is that this has enough power, more than enough power now, to push through that stronger spring. Now, let's go outside and get this guy some range tests. Alright, I've got it all set up. We're outside. I've picked a parking lot so that way it's easier to actually go on Google Earth and just plot the points on the range of this thing once I'm done with testing. And in general, there's hardly any wind. It's nice and sunny out, not too bad out, even though it's the end of November. So we're going to power on. I'm going to do the first drum, we're going to do parallel to ground, and then the second drum I'm going to grab, we're going to do angled. Not bad. Approaching the darts now. Going to pretty much get where most of them are. The least furthest one, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots in. And furthest one out is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 spots out. So we'll take the middle set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead center of the 6th spot seems to be where most of the darts ended up. Let's do the second test. Getting our second drum. All loaded up. Power is on. And let's go angled. Didn't fire one of those for some reason. Probably because of the angle and the feeder having to deal with a little more strain than it's used to. Those look way further though. Let's go check it out. Alright, we've got one here. Goodness, that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots out. 10, 11, 12, 13 at the handicap spot. 14. Center's about here. They're much more spread out, mainly because of the rain. range that we're dealing with now, which is going to happen. That's quite the spread on these, but still very impressive for a Vulcan. My car is way off over there at the end of the parking lot. So let's measure these and see what we've got. Alright guys, I've been working with Google Earth trying to figure out where to place this stuff, and it looks like our parallel to ground area is in this area, which, if you can't read the screen, is reading around 55 feet. Now, when we do angled to ground, when we go, let's see, there was our middle point there, and that's reading in the upper 90s. That's between 96 and 98 is where the middle of that spread was. So almost 100 feet angled for this modified Vulcan EBF-25, and I'm pretty happy about it. So if you have questions about it, then just post in the comments portion of this video or on the blog. We'll see you later, guys.